Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Options Trader Today. So today in this video I'll explain you how the price of silver has moved in the last 2 days and how the price of silver can move in the next 2 days. See, if you look at the chart of silver, what I have told you or suggested you that it has already crossed this particular level. Okay, a level of around 23.5. And once it's sustained above that particular level, we can see it can move further upside. And this is the second range. First range was at around 22.5. As once if it breaks this particular zone, we can see it can move further upside. Okay, and this is the second range. And if you look at this particular range, this was the first range. So once this range break, we have seen an upside has come. Okay, so first this range break, second this range, and the third is this. And now you can see this was the range. So as and when it is moving upside or moving out of particular zone, that is where we have seen it is moving upside. Okay, overall trend you can say on upside after the third week of October, we have seen there is a continuous upside after making these supports. Okay, so you have to keep this in mind that 17.5 is a strong support, so we can see a bounce back can come from this particular level. Okay, so if the price comes close to around 18, then chances are very high we can see it can touch a level of 17.5, because all these levels supports are already being tested here, but 17.5 is a strong support, so we can see a bounce back can come from that particular level. Okay, so before we move forward and explain you where the price of silver can move in the next 2 days, if you have any doubt, mail me at stockmarkettradinglive@gmail.com and one more mail ID in the description. Please watch the full video so you understand how this technical work, and a Telegram link also given in the description. You can join that too. Okay, now look at this particular chart. Suppose if this price sustain, what we can higher side, yes, it can sustain. It can go towards a level of around $23.909. Okay, and if that level goes further high, then we can see it can touch a level of around $24.129. Okay, and once the price move up that particular level, then we can see it can go and further high towards a level of around $24.349, and if that level sustain, then chances are high that we can see it can touch a level of $24.600. Okay, and once the price move up that particular level, then we can see it can touch a level of $24.726, and from there we can see it can move further upside towards a level of around $25.197. Okay, so you have to keep this in mind. Once the price move above a level of $25.197, then we can see it can move further upside, because this is the range where we are seeing a U pattern is forming, and it is already being tested here, and it has already been given an out zone. Okay, so it has crossed this particular zone, so moving of price on silver is on a high. Mind, if it sustain above a level of 24.169, then a probability of touching 24.7 is there, and from there we can see it can go towards a level of 25.229 and then further high. So you have to keep that in mind. But suppose if the price didn't sustain this particular level, okay, what you can see a strong support coming at around $23.501. Okay, so we can see a bounce back can come at this particular level, or if it goes below that particular zone, then we can see it can touch a level of $23.219. Okay, if that didn't sustain, we can see it can come towards this particular level. Okay, or if that from there we can see it can move further low. Only this we can see as a strong support. From there we can see a bounce back, but if it didn't sustain, then a probability is high we can see this level, and from there we can see it can move further low towards a level of around $22.9872, and from there we can see it can touch a level of 22.58. Okay, so you have to keep this in mind. Once it fall below this particular level, then we can see it can touch a level of around $22.800, and from there we can see it can go towards a level of $22.621, and if that level falls, then only we can see it can touch a level of $22.275. Okay, so you keep this in mind that once the price fall below this particular zone, then we can see this is the zone where the price of silver was moving. So once this zone breaks downside, then we can see a sharp fall can come, or it can touch a level of $22.275 once a swing formed and move from this particular zone. So you have to be careful about that. Okay, any doubt regarding this, you can mail me. I've given the mail IDs in the description. Okay, so keep a note of it. So if you look at this particular chart, a trend line is forming. So once this trend line break downside, we can see a fall can come. Okay, so understand something. If you are investing, invest for a longer term, 5-10 years. That is okay, because the price is stable for silver. Okay, but if you are trading, you have to be very careful. Okay, see, suppose if you are trading with $10,000, try to trade with 10 to 15% of capital per trade. Okay, and a risk of 0.5 to 1%, that is $50 to $100 per trade. Okay, suppose if you took 5 trades also, your risk is $500 per trade, $100. Okay, suppose if you trade all 5, then it will be like $500 you lost if you trade intraday. Okay, your maximum risk is 500 for a day. Okay, so it will not affect your psychology, because this is the point, that if you lose less, then you can trade easily for the profit for the next day. But suppose if you lose $5,000, then you try to recover this amount and then you lose this full amount. So this is what people do. They don't understand. Okay, so what I teach in my workshop, how to overcome all these, how to strategize your trade, how to when to enter, when to exit, all these strategically hedging and all strategies I teach. If you want to attend that workshop, mail me regarding that and we can work out on the timing. So hope you like the video, and if you like the video, please give a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe it. Thank you.